Men, it's time to rise. As the sun goes down at the end of the day, what are the things that you're thinking about, and what have you done with your day? What has it been? How have you been? I am Jesse. This is the Valiant Lifestyle, and this is my channel where I chat with wonderful, valiant men about how awesome they are and how wonderful it is to be courageous, valiant, and absolutely tremendous, especially times like these. So what am I doing on the water's edge here? Well, I just completed 30 days of a challenge and I feel absolutely amazing. And this is something that took blood, sweat, and tears. It really did. It honestly did. And I'm still running another challenge simultaneously to this as well. Day 19. But what that has done for me, what both of these things have done for me, is it has forced me to live valiantly. It has forced me to be uncomfortable, but comfortable with the uncomfortable and watch myself do it. It has forced me through collapsed timelines. And what does that mean to you? Well, it might not mean too much, but here's what it means to me. It forced me right out of my comfort zone enough that I had to really look at my feelings of anger, irritability. Why wasn't I being enough in my own life? Why was I procrastinating? Why did I feel like I didn't stand up and stack up against the next guy? Do you see this beard? I haven't shaved it in 30 days. I haven't taken it down because it serves its purpose. And its purpose is endurance and is perseverance. And this is what I've shown myself. And you might be saying, yeah, Jesse, you know what? You're talking about yourself and you're talking about all the things that you have done and accomplished. Yeah, because I'm excited about it. And anyone that thinks that that is not exciting, you could go to another channel. You could go watch another video, because I really want you to see how awesome it is to be able to be just so proud of yourself, so happy with who you are and what you've accomplished. In 30 days, I worked out how much anger I have, how much happiness I had in between that. And what I also grasped within all of that was the ability to be able to see that I had great bandwidth, great capacity that grew every time I saw something and I went, no, I'm not happy with the way I did that. I want to change that. I'm not happy with the way I said that thing to my wife. I want to change that too. I'm not really happy with how I reacted with my kids. I want to change that. I want to look at that. I want to go back and I want to apologize and take responsibility for what that was. And what that did was it put me in a great place of feeling so good about being aware of how I felt about those things, like the awareness around how that feels. That is whole new landscape when it comes to intelligence. That is emotional intelligence. When you can see yourself around the thought, when you can see yourself around what you wouldn't see, and you would have just let it, well, you wouldn't be aware of it at all to know to talk about it. So I'm inviting you to step in your power, my man. It is time. It is time, and it is meant for you. This time is meant for you, and we need more men now than ever before to rise, to stand up, to say, I'm not going to accept anything less than who I am. I am going to be good enough, and I'm going to be good with that, and I'm going to be on fire for how I feel, because I'm going to treat this asset that I'm in, that I get to live in this life, with respect. The respect that is due. The respect that is due for you. Times 2. And when you get used to feeling really good about how you feel after you've accomplished something and going, yeah, man, I did that, and you're applauding yourself for it, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. There is absolutely nothing wrong with applauding yourself after doing something fantastic. Because when it comes down to it, there aren't going to be many people besides your wife and your kids that are going to have capacity to be able to see it unless they're there too on that level, unless they have the bandwidth to be able to see that with you, unless they've been able to go through the trials and tribulations that you have. They won't be able to celebrate that like you will with yourself. So you must practice doing it well with you, and be good doing it with you, and be happy doing it with you. Do you feel me? I feel electric. 30 days. 30 days. It was actually 46 because I got the first 12 days wrong and doing it in the wrong format. So it was actually 46 days doing this. Realization. Whole new insight on who this man is. And I want to tell you something else that has been absolutely wonderful for me is I've figured out a way to maintain the same weight, the same physique for more than 6 months. That's almost half a year. Well, a little more than half a year. I figured out my own secret to how that goes. Well, it's actually sacred. It's not secret. It is a wonderful way that I've given myself a gift of being able to see how I do it. Now, weight is one indicator. But I've done so much within that time. I've shed so many things that don't belong to me anymore, that no longer serve me. The attitude I had around who I was, gone. The procrastination around who I was in the business, my own business, gone. Anger that had caused me strife for years and lies that were just embedded in some of the truths that I had, gone. The infidelity issues that I've had that have been mixed in all the other things that have brought me down, gone. The feeling like I have to be in survival all the time and not feeling like I needed anyone or I could count on anyone. My own trust issues, gone. These were the lies I was telling myself. I want you to get good with you. It's time for you to rise. It's time for you to do this, and it's time for you to go beyond. I want you to be valiant. All right? Now, I love you, my man. I don't know who you are on the other side of this watching this, but I absolutely love you. And I want you to have this lifestyle, this valiant lifestyle for which you belong. And this asset, I want you to be able to see how important it is for you and your family, your wife, your clients, everyone, how much value you bring to this world. And I want to invite you to go to my website and book a complimentary 30-minute call so that we can talk about how awesome you are. I want to talk about how awesome you are. thevaliantlifestyle.com and book your call now. Do it, because you can do this. I know you can do this. In the biggest New Year's resolution, even if you don't like New Year's resolutions, to give yourself the gift of this call, this 30 minutes, if that's all it is, just to hear someone like me on the other end going, you got this, Ray. You got this, Ross. You got this, Adam. You got this, Scott. You got this, Freddie. You got this, Scotty. Smithy. Insert name here. You got this, man. thevaliantlifestyle.com. Book your 30-minute call. 30 minutes on me. Let's do this. Thank you for watching.